autographed copy. I really appreciate it, and it's a great book. I've been reading it. Good job. All right. High cheekbones her papa had.
Imagine if you or I said that. Would you they'd be boycotting.
Why did I think Jimmy the Greek when I heard that?
Exactly. Right? That's a very good point. I would love to.
Why do you laugh at her? High cheekbones with my papa?
Because I have big lips. Does that make me black?
Good grief! I'm not dealing with any comments you make. You're responsible, like Neil Bort says, for his own comments. But she did this on purpose. That's not a sign of ancestry, you know.
No.
So, do you think she did it to advance her career?
She did it to advance her career, number one, and number two. The things she talked about basically summed up to what you said. You didn't build that. That shows how much she doesn't understand about business and economics, as well as everything else that's going on in this country. She was a law professor for 20 years. She is out of touch with reality. She believes that the intellectual elites, the political elites are responsible for this successful nation, and she is totally out of touch with what really built America.
Isn't this really about 55% in a recent poll of Bernie Sanders supporters will not support Hillary Clinton? 22% go to Trump.
It's an opportunity for Donald Trump to pick up some voters, and he really is starting to embrace that. More importantly, forget the fact that Elizabeth Warren said she was 132nd Cherokee at some point in her life, and that may or may not be true. She also was an anti-Hillary Clinton person when 10 years ago, when Elizabeth Warren came out and said Wall Street is evil, they demonize the middle class. She said Hillary Clinton has taken too many campaign contributions from Wall Street. She can't judge fairly when Hillary Clinton was running for her Senate seat 15 years ago, whatever it was. So she disliked where Hillary Clinton was with Wall Street. But now the two of them, the twinsies there with the blue pantsuits, both of them, are they both wearing moccasins? I'm not sure. I can't tell. Can't see the
You're in trouble on your own, too. I'm not taking responsibility for either of you guys. You're all on your own
tonight. She has flip-flopped on her first distrust of Hillary Clinton.
Is this because, though,
now she loves
is this because, I'll throw this to Herman, is this because, though, she's losing the base, and does she really need to pick somebody like Warren or Bernie to shore up the base because they're not energized because she's such a weak candidate?
Yes. She thinks that the Blues Sisters are going to attract all of the women and all of the Bernie Sanders
tonight. Great.
All of the Bernie Sanders supporters. Okay?
The comments made on the Hannity Show, not made by Hannity, I'm not responsible for.
Hannity is not responsible, okay? Here's the thing about this whole thing. Hillary Clinton, through Elizabeth Warren, attacking Donald Trump's qualifications. That's like Mickey Mouse trying to tell Smokey the Bear how to prevent forest fires. It makes no sense. Neither one of them have ever created any jobs, and now they want to try to demean a guy who has created hundreds of thousands of jobs.
Does she help Hillary if she picks her for VP or hurt her?
I think it hurts her. Based upon the calls I got today from women, they were disgusted with that display that they had in Cincinnati of them basically doing a Trump attack, which was also a man attack. Women are turned off by that.
I think it helps. Because I think Hillary Clinton, her biggest drawback for the last 8 months has been Bernie Sanders. He's been the biggest thorn in her side, not Donald Trump. He gets out of the race, and now she has to struggle to get the Bernie Sanders vote. Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren are the same person.
She's not reaching independence. She's trying to shore up her base. Isn't that a sign of weakness?
No, it's a sign of wanting to win. I mean, if you have that centrist Democrat, and you're worried about your base, and you're worried about your base running to Donald Trump as the anti-establishment, then you go ahead and get someone just like Bernie Sanders.
But shoring up your base is a sign of weakness, because at this point she ought to be looking, like, for example, I always thought it was going to be Kane from Virginia, because I thought that would, a more moderate Democrat, try and reach the middle.
Enough.
Hillary? She's a radical leftist like Obama.
Well, I mean, in their terms, she's moderate. They look at her as some sort of war hawk. They look at her as some sort of anti-wall, anti/I'll take campaign contributions.
All right,
on Wall
you're
Street.
going to be on the road in the bus with your cohorts on the 5. Are you going to be signing your book on the road? Or?
I'm going to be reading the book on the road. Let's see if I can get Gutfeld and Perino to read the book. I think they'll read it. And Juan Williams, he actually learned something.
There's no hope. There's no hope. All right, good to see you.
Thanks, Sean.
All right, and coming up, a damning new report alleges the FBI did not contact Americans that were on an ISIS hit list. How could that happen? Now, the reporter that broke that story is coming up next as Hannity continues.
Tired of redosing antacids? Try Duo Fusion. New 2-in-1 heart rate.